Hey YouTube, it's Icy and welcome to the 107th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, now to preface, I just wanted to say that this episode is going to be slightly shorter than normal because there's been less time in between episodes. Also, don't forget that you can enter the new 5th generation iPod Touch giveaway I'm holding. All you have to do is simply be subscribed, go to any of my videos, rate them up, and leave a comment down below in the comment section with the key phrase iPod Touch 5G ICU. You can also enter the Kindle Fire giveaway I'm holding by doing the same thing, except use the key phrase iPhone 5 Kindle Fire giveaway. Alright, now to start off, I'm sure most of you are curious about the iOS 6 jailbreak situation. So if you guys haven't watched the last episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors, be sure you watch that and then come back to this episode because I'm going to be building on the news. So last time I went over the fact that the iPhone dev team has yet to update their Red Snow utility to include Cydia support for the iOS 6 tethered jailbreak. Well, the same is true now. They still haven't updated Red Snow. So if you guys haven't seen my tutorial yet, I highly recommend watching it because I go into depth on how to jailbreak, enable SSH access, and then from there using that SSH access to get and install Cydia. And then once you have that tethered jailbreak, you can basically convert it into a semi-untethered or semi-tethered jailbreak. And essentially what that means is that you can power it off and then turn it back on with limited device functionality. Whereas previously with just the tethered jailbreak, you would only be able to turn it on with a computer, so it's kind of your lifeline if your device dies and you're not around a computer with Red Snow. You can simply reboot it and use the basic functions of your device. Alright, now transitioning into untethered jailbreak news, unfortunately there really isn't any. Last time I discussed that Grant Paul, or better known as Chapone Online, revealed that he has successfully jailbroken the iPhone 5 running iOS 6, and I also went into depth on why he has most likely achieved an untethered jailbreak. And then after that, in a response to a follower, he said to only trust what comes out of the iPhone dev team, which of course is definitely the case. And just be sure to stay tuned to this series and my channel in general. I will keep you guys fully updated on the official jailbreak situation. Alright, now I was going to release a separate video basically giving you guys my 1 week thoughts on the iPhone 5, kind of a review and how I view the device now that I have about a week to actually use it. However, I'm just going to kind of condense it into this video, so let me just give you guys my thoughts on the iPhone 5. If you guys want the full review with all of the specifications, then you can check out my iPhone 5 review video, because that's not what this is. I'm just going to give you guys my honest opinion on the iPhone 5. Alright, so first up, let's talk about the display. Apple increased the screen size vertically, and it's now 1136 by 640, so essentially it's the same width. They basically just increased the height. The reason why they did this is for complete one-handed usability, and also they wanted to add that 16:9 aspect ratio, while again still maintaining one-hand usability and also the same width of the device. And of course it's maintained the same 326 pixels per inch, deeming it worthy of being called a Retina display. And also Apple has added over 40% more color saturation in the iPhone 5's display than in the iPhone 4 or the iPhone 4S's display. So those are just the facts. Now let me give you guys my opinion. I know a lot of people were hoping for a overall bigger screen instead of just one that was increased vertically. Now I've got to say I actually like it because it makes using it with one hand incredibly easy. What it all comes down to is personal preference and what you're actually looking for in your device. It also has a new unibody two-tone back design, which is completely comprised of both aluminum and glass. Now this of course gives the iPhone 5 a great sturdy feel. However, because it's 20% lighter, it makes the iPhone 4 or the 4S feel like a brick in comparison. Also, one of the biggest and probably the most controversial change with the iPhone 5 is the adoption of Apple's new Lightning connector instead of their old 30-pin connector, which is now starting to be phased out. And of course the Lightning connector is drastically smaller, featuring only 8 gold pins in comparison to the old 30-pin connector. It's definitely a huge step for Apple. And also because it has pins on both sides, it's reversible, and it's much easier to use the iPhone 5 when it's being charged now because the Lightning connector takes up less room on the bottom. Now the speaker and microphone grills have also been improved, and it allows less debris to actually interfere with the device. The speaker overall sounds louder than on the 4S. The headphone jack was moved to the bottom, so it's easier to use the iPhone 5 with headphones if you then put it in your pocket. Also, the A6 chip offers incredible performance, basically 2 times the speeds across the board, especially when using Siri. So those are just my thoughts on the iPhone 5. I'd love to hear what you guys think. You can just let me know down below in the comment section. Moving on, during Apple's event, they actually announced that the Lightning connector is all digital. Well, what does that really mean? They didn't exactly go into depth on it. And a researcher took a look at the Lightning connector and basically came to the conclusion that there are chips inside of the different cables that basically tell the phone or the device how to assign the different pins and what to use them before, because now, of course, there are a limited number of pins, only 8 pins instead of the previous 30 pins. So what this also means is that as technology evolves, hopefully the Lightning connector will be able to support that upgraded technology in the future. And I also did an unboxing video of the standalone Lightning to USB cable, which unfortunately is USB 2.0. And if you guys want to see that video, I go kind of into depth on the cable and the connector itself, and also the different giveaways that I'm holding. You can check that video out. Again, I will have a link to it down below in the more info. Moving on, a new patent application from Apple suggests they're looking into flexible displays. And not only that technology, but the advancements they can integrate into their devices when taking advantage of something like a flexible display. Next, Tim Cook actually issued a letter to disgruntled customers over the new Maps application for iOS 6. And I know most of you know that there is a lot of controversy surrounding the new Maps app and Apple's choice to actually dump Google Maps for their new in-house mapping solution. Numerous users have been reporting different points of interest with incorrect addresses, certain places not being mapped at all, and receiving incorrect directions from the Apple Maps app. So because of this, in the letter, Tim Cook formally apologized to customers, basically saying that the more people use it, the better it will get. And basically what he means by that is the more issues are reported, the more they'll be able to fix it. And because Apple Maps is cloud-based, they can do that without actually pushing an updated version of iOS. And finally, I put together a comparison video of the iPhone 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S3. Now, I didn't really go into all of the features of the Galaxy S3 and what it can do that the iPhone 5 can't. And basically what I did is I just went over the standard functions of both devices and how people would normally use them in their everyday routines. And of course, if you guys want to watch that video or get more information on anything I talked about in today's episode, I will have a link to a post on my website with complete details. So just be sure to check that out. Don't forget to enter the giveaways. And for the question of the day, let me know down below in the comments section, what do you guys think about the iPhone 5 now that it's released? Have your opinions changed? Again, just let me know down below in the comment section or on Best Tech Info. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos. Rate this video up if you liked it. And to be updated more often, just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.